Namaste and welcome, beautiful beings. How are you? I've missed you. I just wanted to check in and, see how everyone was doing. These wild times of our collective evolution continue to smash us to pieces. And yet, I believe that the cracks are getting so big, we're probably all noticing some different integrations of light and awareness starting to move through us. Really feels like in the last few months, as we've moved through these waves of hope and then uncertainty and hope, and then, oh no, there's another dip, and oh, here we go, and oh no, and now there's another opportunity to shine, and then, oh no, we're crashed against the shore. It's been a lot, and at the same time, a lot more light. I don't know if you're feeling and sensing it. And I know looking at the 3D world right now, a lot of people would be like, what's she talking about? Light. What is she talking about? But my feeling and my senses is that there's so much more light. Light from our awakening earth, light from the heaven and the cosmic collective. And this light is shining so brightly that it's inviting's the nice word. It's forcing the black sticky goo to come out and be seen. I'm going to even go so far as to call it like the dysfunctional masculine. It is more than just the masculine, but it's that energy of the old structure, of the old, just the old ways, right? That are being called to be released, be purified, be transmuted. And I don't want to say unfortunately, but it doesn't just happen like that, right? It's coming up for it to be seen, for it to be explored, and for it in time to really be recycled and turned back into fresh compost. And so we're just in it right now. Huge waves of hope at times, of connection, of joy and of beauty, gratitude, and huge waves of everything that's opposite. Seeing a lot of perhaps control. And I'm talking about not just collectively, but maybe in our own lives. Force, right? Unhealthy force in many ways. You have fear, division, manipulation, so much, right? Sometimes it's hard to even believe what's true in this 3D. And that's sort of a beautiful thing because it's inviting us to bring our awareness back to our truth, our light, and our integrity and our ability to open to grace. Now, this is not about bypassing, right? We don't want to bypass our human emotion, but it's really important to look at where can we affect the whole in our day-to-day. Where can we find grace? Maybe that's with a pause a couple times a day. 11:11 is a great time, but any time is great. Perhaps it's with noticing where we're bringing our thoughts and our attention. Perhaps it's with, oh yeah, I can choose to be an anchor for this light instead of staying on the rabbit wheel and just going, and running in the stories as they unfold. And so I encourage you to just start to notice and be curious, even with these massive ups and downs. Where can you come into that wholeness? And where can you perhaps open into a space of grace within yourself? Might be with starting with the breath, slowing down, turning off the TV or the news, or even Instagram, whatever your news sources are, and just, okay, what is true for me today? Getting out in nature, right? Smiling at a friend, and anchoring in the change you wish to see. Anchoring in the light, because as we ground in this higher awareness and vibration, which we're being asked to do, we can truly affect the change of the world. So I wanted to just share that insight. And, some of you might be like, oh my God, what is she talking about? I've got to ride this. I'm still going through purification. And allow that to happen. But when you have those glimpses of light, just tune in, come into that being. Where are you being guided to hold space? Or maybe even where are you being guided to move to or go so that you can hold that space? Yeah. It's also a very powerful day, Mahashivaratri, the day before the new moon in March. It's usually February or March. And this is a day where we're invited to celebrate Shiva's dance, the dance where he sort of destroyed the world, destroyed what was no longer serving us. And we went into the darkness and the space of that full light, of full consciousness, and then allowed ourselves to settle into the space of what is beyond the stories. And from there, being able to plant the seeds of what we truly would like to see birthed in our own life, in the collective consciousness, and in the world. It's a very powerful day to set intention, a powerful day to tune in to perhaps those layers of our deepest shadows, and also to open into the burgeoning birth of all that we could ever imagine. So set those intentions, embrace your fears, and turn to the light. Ground it in. Think of yourself as part of this amazing earth that is holding the space for heaven's light to shine. So a little bit longer of a share than I thought I would share. But yeah, I'd love to hear how you're doing. Know that I think of you all. Definitely I'm still sharing on Facebook, but I also have my Soul Star Collective community online. Feel free to join us there if you'd like more tools and more time to connect. And just know that whatever's happening, we are each a reflection of each other. And that I have so much love for you all. Namaste.